Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what
I don't know. Let's just go into this. I never commentated on you, Jules. You put these thumbnails up making me look like crap. You covered me doing the memorial for my mom. It never ends with you. Why do you assume that I'm doing this court crap? I'm not doing anything, Jules. Rag on me. That's fine. Don't do the real life crap. It's creepy.
So we have Zoe, we have Roy, we have Sunshine, we have Ellen. Hey, Margene the Queen, also known as Val Jean. I'm kidding.
I miss
I'm
Margene.
completely kidding. Posh Peach, Stella Marie, Black Hole Sun.
Won't
Oh
she
my
come?
goodness. That makes me want to play the song.
I like that song.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys, did I miss any? Did I miss any that I was blocked from? But it's just, well, you know what? They said there's no way to turn it on or off. But yeah, according to Mempress, she says it's because they're being watched. Who's the topic? Didn't she?
See, Jules, people can't even do anything without you critiquing them. I will never understand why. What is it that you've taken accountability for? I would like to know. Why is it when somebody says something that you don't agree with that you attack them or you call them crazy? I mentioned you. So you're going to commentate on me and put a twist, and then all these people in the chat.
See who's on the TV screen? I hope that that's not the whole thing we're going to do, but hey,
I'm sure it will be.
How are you? It is good to see you. Yes. Hello.
Jules, do you listen to yourself? Hello. Yes. Do you not have any aspirations or dreams to do anything? I will never understand why the people that are creators that have been attacked by her are banding with somebody like her when she has literally been a jerk to every single one of us. I will never understand it. I did want to correct something. I guess there were pictures that were put out first. I don't freaking know, but it still wasn't right. Doxing somebody's phone number. Amzi, I've never known of you to be so freaking horrible, and ever since I've known you. And I just think that people are gassing you up. And if you think the hive is going to be there for you, they won't. Believe you me, I've been dismissed twice.
But y'all, these thumbnails are taking me far too much time.
And stop wasting time.
Far too much time. I'm spending too much time on them. It's hysterical.
Not really.
Trying to do a blinker. Hey, Betty. Hey, Sadie.
Hey, unless you're smoking a cigarette, that was a pretty good hit.
Hey, Celia. Hey, Jolly. Rabbit. Just saying, Bestie. Oh my gosh, you guys are never going to get through them all. Amzi, Aries, Coffee, Susie, Virgie. Oh,
shout out Aries. I think that I just like her. I kind of miss her a little bit, and I liked her goats, and she's got good hair.
Of course, Snurk, Suzy Q, Tracy with 2 E's. Oh my gosh, Tracy with 2 E's. She's not happy with you.
No, I'm not.
Not happy at all.
No, why am I happy with her? She says the most atrocious things ever. Go make your own money. Okay, well, she doesn't have a job either, Tracy, so call her out. You were really nice to me when I was in the hive. I didn't realize that you quit people when Jules doesn't like them. I did nothing to you.
Anyway, I had to cough after my blink. Anyway, guys, I will say hello as we go through because if I go all the way up, I will get lost, and
Well,
you know
get
how
to
it
the
is.
point. My gosh.
So anyway, I did see Amity went live earlier. You guys have been a busy bee, pun intended. So I'm just now getting to it, and my thumbnails are taking me too much time.
Well, if you have all that time to get your thumbnails done, why don't you get out of the house? Since you say that you get out of the house and you're telling everybody else to get alive, why don't you get out and do something? Go out and enjoy the fresh air. And I say that sincerely because it makes you feel better, Jules. Sitting online, being in the IGs, paying attention to what everybody else is doing. I believe it's also taking over your life.
I start making a thumbnail, and then I'm like, oh, let's do this. Let's get trust no one. We just like me. Well, you know what? Maybe we should block her. That way she won't be winning them anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's get rid of Donnelly. I don't think she'll mind.
Well, you are kind of pissed off at her because some people are not allowed to hang out in other places since you started that temper tantrum about Hobby and Jeff. So, yeah, Amson, if you are listening, my membership is paused. So if you would like to reimburse me 99 cents, that would be great. Thank you. Or you can keep it. Buy yourself an ice tray. Buy yourself too.
Enjoy the emojis for a month.
Weird girl.
You guys, I'm exhausted.
She's able to go live.
I am absolutely exhausted. Whew. But anyway, somebody was very angry. I heard Amzy covered it, and guess what? I'm going to cover it with my little spin as well.
Of course you are.
Get a little bit Amzy, a little bit of the B.
So I know that you're going to be bringing up or saying I'm crazy or I sound manic. Please understand that you have been angry yourself, and I may or may not have that video. But Amzy, I guess it's okay for her to get angry and physically threaten people and talk about people's kids and put up phone numbers. So just remember, your mod, Amzy, is louder than anybody online. So right now, been a hypocritical spin, in my opinion.
Because she addressed both of us, so would make sense. So let's just, oh my gosh, panel killer like you wouldn't believe. Total.
Jules, why do you have a problem with Donna? She's not a panel killer at all. I've seen you get on other people's panels and take over. SoFlo, other people, John's. What are you talking about? You take over everybody's panel. Donna's a good person. You're not.
Panel killer. Anyway, hold on. Let's get into this shit. Okay. She was very angry though.
You're right. I was.
Maria, what did you do with Lindsay? Do you have her in the basement? She crocheted her in a web. Lindsay is stuck. There are no basements in Miami. There are not. But I do believe that she's crocheted in a web somewhere in Maria's house. Probably in the craft room. Lindsay's never been seen again. Boop.
Well, Lindsay shows up with her capital letters.
Just disappear. Anyway, let's continue.
You're playing my intro. You're weird.
We didn't even start.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna put you as my manager.
She doesn't have
What a girl. You are creepy as heck. I have had managing mods. Why am I explaining to some stalker B for the past 5 years who has sounded angry, has done horrible things? Why do you nitpick everything? And that's why people say that you're a creep. What do you care?
Can we all say hi to Trista?
No, you guys all looked great. Well, I mean, the two of you. We only saw the two of you. You guys both looked great.
Oh my gosh, say hi to Trista. And if you don't say hi to Trista, I'm gonna block you and you'll never, ever, ever, ever come back. And I mean it. You guys are
Never, ever. Kind of like that. You kick people out. Never.
worship the ground this one walks on. Because if it wasn't for her, things wouldn't happen. So unless you're a bushwatcher and I don't give a shit what you think, you better worship the ground that Trista walks on. So you have, thank you, Donna. You may stay. You may stay.
It was a joke. People can't joke.
What?
Jules, are you kidding me?
That's really weird. I'm not sure exactly what's transpiring here, but whatever.
It's
So
not
she
your
starts out with
business.
some nice, and then she goes with some angry. I heard we were very.
Okay, here's the thing, Jules. The reason I was angry would be a reason that you get angry and then tell somebody to F off, or Amsey getting angry and saying horrible things, which I played 50 million times. Stop talking about somebody being angry or possibly creeping you out or harassing you when you're doing the same thing. This is like nitpicking back when I was cooking that freaking soup. Just get to the meat of the issue and rag on me, and don't critique what I am or who I am. Thank you. Gosh.
Angry today.
Of course, Amsey attacked me. Duh.
How you doing, Tiz? Tell my second husband I said what's up. Well, I have two husbands there, and then the one here, so that would make three. Hello, Kyle. Your hair's looking great. Smile's looking great. Dang, Tasha, you are looking great. And you are like a sister from another mister. Okay, I'm going to go do a vertical live because we just won last night, and I had a freaking blast. So, do you guys want to play my verticals? Go ahead, and that's great. You are welcome, Tasha. You been doing okay? You feel great? Good.
Don't
I'm not
talk
quite sure
about
how I
my
feel right
friend.
now.
Do not do it.
That's always the best time to fire up a live.
As opposed to anybody else firing up a live. This is such a pathetic
I'm trying
thing.
to see the best way that I can word something without getting. We don't have that many wedding pictures. See, here's what happened, Kosh. Yes, my dear. Right now? Okay, that's fine. And then we'll go get doctor and disclose location. Okay.
Dog food at an undisclosed location.
That's
Ooh, are we nitpicking? Are we chewing our white chocolate and inhaling your pot? We're nitpicking, aren't we?
Sounds like code words.
love it. Get back in your cage, Clint. Okay, Kasha. So basically, we went and got the license and stuff like that, and there were like two
Oh,
people
here
in
we
front
go,
of us, so I did not
nitpicking
get
on
enough
the
time,
wedding.
girl. When I got help, we had to come back to the house, and I just threw on some khakis and my hat, and we went and met up with the
Hello, Stephen.
minister, and then got some pictures.
Hello, Stephen.
And that's how we did. Because we were going to do it before. Because my friend, my beautiful friend, who took all
Watch,
those great
she's going to
pictures when I
nitpick
was
this. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it.
So yeah, you can fly out and come see us because life's been sucking a little bit.
Why should life suck?
I don't know. Life sucks for people. How many times has life sucked for you? You got dumped once. Life sucked. You got pissed off that somebody never called you back. See, this is the kind of stuff that I think is completely unnecessary. Like when I'm speaking to my friend or I'm doing X, Y, and Z, I don't think that you would like that if somebody nitpicked on you about the littlest things. Get to the point, say what you need to say, and be done. This is ridiculous that you have to behave like this. I'm just saying. And you wonder why I get a little peeved at you. This is a repetitive pattern. And yeah, you're going to say, oh, Benny, blah, 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 blah. I haven't done it like you do. I haven't. Respectfully, Jules.
She got married 2 weeks ago.
And
I know they've been together for 5 years, but you finally made it official. Why should life suck?
why should life suck? I guess that your wedding gift was getting into my business and finding out. Making fun of me and Clint while we were dancing. While Gargamel was there saying that it reminded him of me getting padded up in jail. Why couldn't you just say congratulations, just like I would say that to you if you got married? And I would. I absolutely freaking would. And if you had a wish list, I'd probably buy something, maybe, or for your cats. You didn't ruin it, but you dissected it. And that's not okay, in my opinion. I think it just was mean and nasty.
So I'm going to go do a vertical life because that's what I like to do. And I'm going to clean and I'm going to go about my life the way that I'm going to go about it. Yeah, I'll go ahead.
She's going to nitpick it. Watch.
You know what they're saying, Tasha? They didn't believe that I got married and they called the courthouse.
You
Because
did.
Who called the courthouse? Because it surely wasn't me or anybody that I know.
How do you know it wasn't somebody that you know? Of course, you have to get to that. When it's something real life that somebody does, it always goes to, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. How would you know it's not somebody that you know? How do you know that? But you sure took the credit to sit there and make fun of Clint and I, to make fun of what we wore, to okay other people making little things about it, for you to show the inside of where we got married. But it wasn't you, right? But you did all the work to make me and Clint feel miserable.
Okay, what exactly is that? I don't want to put that account up on the screen. Hold on a minute. Let me go find it over here. Oops, wrong one. Well, let's go over here and see what we've got. Oh, look at that. But it's Chicago Muscle. It's Mr. Tuna Can. But I'm trying to give her some unsolicited advice. She doesn't need to respond to everything she feels she needs to. It's a lot of unnecessary energy. I agree.
As you're sitting there nitpicking me. Again, that's hypocritical. I'm just saying. You're nitpicking everything. And yeah, I went live the night that I got married. Maybe, I mean, I could see why people would question that. You also had something unfortunate happen to you and you went live that night. So I guess maybe I could ask the same thing, but I won't. I won't. I've never disrespected your mother, but you disrespected mine, in my opinion.
I agree.
Tasha's a real life friend of mine. She's known me for years. She knows what type of parent.
But yeah, nobody that I know of called your courthouse. Nobody.
Why? What? People did call the courthouse, Jules. And automatically, it wasn't me. Bull crap. Somebody came in the room. It was Prime News or something like that. And they stated Clint and I got married and where? Once again, a violation of what Clint and I did. Just because I said we got married, it doesn't give you an open door to say X, Y, and Z and to look into my business. You showed the home. You knew my address. You dissect everything, Jules.
Nobody knows.
That I've been. Bumblebee live a lot and people talking shit. Yeah. The biggest mistake that I made coming on here was talking to certain people and trusting them and telling them things and telling them lies and telling them bullshit. Yeah, she probably told them to back off. Anything that I said, meaning the sex trafficking of kids and all the bullshit that I said, I am not going to be held responsible for that because I did not know what the hell was going on. And that is the truth.
Here we go. Get to the point, Thelma.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
All of y'all that have erased her shit and keep powdering her butt. Now she's not responsible for it. She's not.
What I said was, Jules, is everything up until I went home was my fault. Abso-freaking-lutely. I am tired of explaining. Me going home, me having a breakdown. I'd never, ever, ever would say that kids were being trafficked or anything like that. And I find it very, very, very sad that you said that it wasn't okay. And now you're doing this. We've all lied. We've all done bad things. You are not an exception, Jules. And that's the truth. Stop making a mockery of when I was sick. I was sick. I have documentation. A therapist that saw me prior to going to jail. Why? Why do you do this?
Responsible for any of it.
So judgmental and cruel.
Y'all, there have been people that have had mental breakdowns that haven't done what she did.
Yes, Jules. It's called a psychotic break. It's when a person is overloaded with things. Hold on real quick. Since proof for it never. I will never understand why you have to be so cruel. I will never understand it. Remember when I got out, after even the phone calls, everything, I modded for you. You did shout out my channel. So here's what happened to me. I have bipolar, obviously, we know that. It was a manic psychosis, which I have documented by a licensed therapist that I've been seeing for over 2 years. Mania-induced psychosis, also known as a psychotic mania, occurs when psychotic symptoms like delusions and hallucinations appear during a manic episode, most often in bipolar disorder, which I have. Manic hallucinations are things that I think are happening, like when I thought Clint had passed away, or I thought that kids were being trafficked, all of that stuff. That's what a hallucination is. It's a severe form of mania where a person experiences a break from reality, which people in your room had also stated, plus in my intake video. It's a severe form of mania where a person experiences a break from reality characterized by distorted thoughts and perceptions alongside the typical manic symptoms like high energy and racing thoughts. Key points in mania-induced psychosis. Occurs in bipolar 1 disorder. Psychotic mania is a feature of bipolar 1 disorder where individuals experience both manic and depressive episodes. Psychosis involves hallucinations, sensory experiences without internal stimuli, and delusions, false beliefs. Abso-freaking-lutely. And you guys know that because some of you I spoke to. Not to mention the pizzas, the multiple disrespect to the police, calling them 50 million times, animal control, all that stuff. Mood congruent psychosis. In a psychotic mania, delusions and hallucinations often align with the individual's alleviated mood, which was why I was completely on the go. For example, someone might believe they are famous or have special powers. Not everybody with mania experiences psychosis. While psychosis can occur during mania, it's not a universal experience. That's true. But with me, You know different. I know different. Severity and hospitalization. Psychotic mania can be very severe, leading to hospitalization due to impaired judgment and potential for harm. People were trying to get me to go to inpatient. Even Clint was trying to get me to go to inpatient prior. This wasn't something that just happened when I got home. This was something that was leading up to it. Treatment. Treatment typically involves medications like antipsychotics, mood stabilizers like lithium, and therapy, which I was attending. And also, I believe my therapist wanted me to do inpatient as well. Differentiating mania and psychosis. Mania is a state of abnormally elevated mood, energy, and activity, which was why I was always on the go. Psychosis is a state of impaired reality testing characterized by hallucinations and delusions. Me thinking everybody was going to get arrested. I was going to get arrested. I was going to get people. I mean, wait, seriously, Jules? Psychotic mania occurs when these two states collide, which is what happened. Medications. Certain medications like steroids can trigger mania and psychosis. Has nothing to do with me. Substance. Stimulant drugs like coke or methamphetamine, which is what you guys accuse me of being on, can also induce manic symptoms. Underlying medical condition. Conditions like tumors, strokes, or certain infections can lead to secondary mania. Consequences of psychotic mania. Impaired judgment. Individuals may engage in risky behaviors due to poor judgment, which is what I did. Social impact. Psychotic episodes can lead to embarrassment and strained relationships. All those TPOs. I embarrass my family. I embarrass myself. Potential for harm. In severe cases, individual may pose a risk to themselves or others. TPOs for days. Recovery. Medication and therapy. I had to go to therapy. Now I don't. I still go. Every time, every week. I take my medication every day and see a psychiatrist every few months. And if I need to call or, make 2 therapy appointments a week, which I have, I'll do it. Social support. Strong social support is also important during recovery. I don't have that many people, but I do have Clint, and I do have some good friends in my real life and other people. Individual differences, recovery timelines, and outcomes vary among individuals. Is that enough proof, Jules, or are you going to nitpick that as well? It was a psychosis. I'm sure when you went through a really rough time that you wouldn't appreciate me making. It's just sad. Let's go ahead and get back to this. I should proof. I don't know what else to say. You're not a licensed therapist.
Well, no, but see, here's the thing. I didn't think maybe it would be William because isn't he friends with him? I don't know.
You're so cruel.
She's not going to be held responsible for any of that stuff.
Not when I went home.
My friend saw me. My therapist was able to. Any of you think about that, because that is the truth.
What?
Jules, can you do something about your microphone?
Perfect time.
I told too many of you guys people about my business. You got my extended family involved.
Mm-hmm.
This is insane. And apparently I brought you here. And apparently you're a man.
Which some of them shouldn't have even participated in letting any of you guys know.
Jules, so apparently Miss Liability is Angela Jade. Apparently Miss Liability is somebody else. Apparently Habanero is this person, that person. Why is this any different? Why are you nitpicking off of everything, Jules? I didn't commentate on you. You decided to commentate on me after Amzi commentated on me. Then Amzi commentated on Cooch, and then you commentated on Cooch. You need to grow up, Jules. What have you taken accountability for? I'll wait. I'll wait. You do not have the right to deem somebody crazy when you don't agree with what they do or if you're deflecting. You don't have that right. You're not a licensed therapist. You're deflecting. You're projecting.
About my sport or anything like that. And you know what, Nancy? You're the one I'm going to bring up because I listened to your live last night.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a liar. You're a filthy liar.
Mm-hmm.
I may not have done the best thing for my kids, but I sure as hell will tell you this. I never had a mattress in my fucking kitchen. Never.
No, and I didn't. And the reason that I was angry is because your mod and your BFF, Jules, has been horrible to me. She has threatened to break my legs. I don't, let me go ahead and fast forward this out of respect. Mine. And by the way, I addressed Amzi. I mentioned you, but I didn't address you. I didn't say, hey, Jules, this is about you. It's a misunderstanding between Amzi and I, not you. Not you. Not everything is about you, just like not everything is about me. You're such a hypocrite. You're such a hypocrite. And then you say that people are powdering my butt. What are the people doing in your chat? It's so crazy that we have things that are so alike, but different because we're two different people. But what you're accusing me of is what you're doing. Come on.
No, you had fungus growing out of the ceiling. I would take a mattress to the kitchen before fungus coming out of the ceiling.
And only you would pay attention to that. I would take a mattress in my home, then take an apartment that reeks of weed and cat piss. Just saying. It's amazing you're shaking your head in disbelief.
Dog poop, fly strips.
There we go again. She had dog poop and she had a fly strip. Same thing. And you had cat litter.
You did. I'm sick and tired of you threatening me. Because you know what? If you came to where I live, Anthony, you would beat the everlasting piss out of me. I don't think anybody online or offline would think that. You know why? Because you threaten everybody. You're not going to curse on me. For sure you're not going to curse on me.
Mm-mm.
I think it's even a hassle for you to get up out of bed every day. But what I will tell you is, you know shit about my parenting. All you know is what people in that room tell you. And you know what?
Hey, Vix, I had a couch in my kitchen. Does that count? Exactly. What the fuck?
Jules, this was about Amzi. She already addressed me. Why are you commentating off of something that has nothing to do with you? I don't care whether Amzi has a mattress in her kitchen. I don't care if somebody has a recliner in their kitchen. I don't care. I really, truly don't. But after somebody threatens you and talks horribly about your kids, is that not grounds for me to mention a stupid mattress in a kitchen? I don't care. Just like she has a fly strip that you talk about that I had. You want to talk about the past when it pertains to you because of phone calls and things like that, but you don't want to talk about things in your past. You didn't take your cat litter out. Just saying.
I'm waiting for the entertaining part where I start being amused.
For people under stock accounts. I don't go under a stock account. I am Jen. That is who the fuck I am. And if you guys want to contact me, I don't give a shit. I did do everything with my fucking kids. I did the best that I could. When Flint came in town, I lost my way. I did horrible, rotten things. And you know what? I don't owe.
It's amazing that you've talked about AMC's parenting. It's amazing that you've talked about the way that she's gotten angry in the past. It's amazing. And you're sitting there shaking your head like you've done nothing wrong.
Just because she said things, it doesn't give us the right to remember them. That's basic, yes. I barely spoke on her yesterday. And I took my nighttime meds and fell asleep during AMC's stream. I was barely there.
I don't believe that. I don't. It's my opinion. Every time somebody goes live to drag somebody that you don't like, you go in, hello, everybody. And then when it pertains to something maybe you've done wrong or something that may reflect off you, you disappear. That's how it goes. I was angry because of the way that AMC spoke to me and what she said. And I believe, in my opinion, that she's acting out and doing this horrible stuff. And I'm not the only person saying it. It's because of you. I'm not mad today, but when people say horrible, rotten things, it's an instinct to feel a little angry. Exhibit A. Is this something that would bother you, Jules, if I said this about you? Especially when AMC's pup had accidents and alleged poop on the walls? While we're speaking about my maxi pads and the fact that I said I should have cleaned my damn bathroom, for sure.
I would clean him, and then I would get him in the bath. And while he's bathing, I would be cleaning it off of wherever it's at. Okay, Jen. We know for a fact from Brandy, who came into your home many times, that you had a wall in your bathroom, your shared bathroom, of feminine products, from pads to tampons, just lining the walls, not in a bin falling over. No. Like, you never.
Okay.
Probably put like a futon or something in your living room to have some sort of like respectable sleep. I mean, clearly you didn't get your beauty rise, bitch.
You sound angry. Jules, she sounds angry. She called me a bitch. You sound very angry. Doesn't she, Jules? Just saying. You did. I'm sick and tired of you.
No, I didn't, honey. I had a mattress in my bedroom where I used to go live, and then
she's right. I will give her that. Well, I don't know. Well, I guess she had one in both rooms. I don't know. But she did have one in the bedroom. She just didn't tell me the truth about it. But she did. Cool. Great. I slept on a couch. Big fucking deal. I'm sorry, Jules, that I have to commentate on the both of you, but this is ridiculous. You both commentated off this live. Now, I've commentated off of my own live because you commentated on it first, respectfully.
I had an extra one that I used to put on behind the closet door, which was, yes, against the wall when we weren't using it, because I had like 4 beds. I had 3 toddler beds, and like, so we had to extend our mattress, but we didn't want to.
Why? Because she threatened everybody.
That doesn't make any sense. You don't think so? I would beat the shit out of you, but no one online would think that because I threaten everybody. That is. Do you ever think before you speak? Like, can you just slow down for a second and make some more fucking, like, make some sense? So I get what you're trying to say. You're trying to say if I came down there, you're pretty sure I would beat your ass, and everyone would probably expect that because I've threatened everybody. I've been threatening everybody, sweetheart. I've only threatened those that either talk too much shit and should watch their ass, or people that talk too much shit and should watch their ass. I don't threaten everybody.
But Jules, she did threaten me. And you have said that other people, like when somebody may have come to where you live and things like that, that wasn't acceptable. But it's acceptable for Amzie, who also sounds very angry, for her to talk to me like that. So if you're going to dissect me, be fair and dissect her. Just saying. It's kind of cool. Like I can commentate off of you, commentating off of Amzie, commentating off of me. So I went live, said what I said. Amzie commentated on me, and then you commentated on Amzie commentating on me. Why didn't you just let Amzie commentate on me? Why did you have to get into it? So I was angry, okay, obviously, because she's not being very nice, but does she sound angry?
Is that I'm gonna say something horrid about someone else's? Too fucking bad. Don't talk about mine. I won't talk about yours.
But see, Jules, here's the thing. You both keep talking about my family. So what is the difference? I'm just saying. She sounds angry, right? So I sounded angry because of things that she said, which you're hearing. So again, commentate off of her life. You already double dipped and did it again. Commentate off of this and respectfully, be fair, and dictate what she's saying. She sounds angry, like I do. Just saying.
The fuck you like to tell people, you nasty ass hoe?
Okay, Jules, does she sound angry? Do you think that I have a reason to sound angry when she's talking about things like that? That's why I was angry. And she has said things equal to worse, as Chris has as well. Genzo, Benzo, all the things actually that started being said in your room, respectfully. See, you're playing calm, but then Amzie's the one losing her crap. See, that's the stuff that's messed up about it. And you were in her chat. I saw you multiple times. Multiple times. Well, you know what? Unlike you guys who had to double commentate, I'm kind of commentating on the both of you. So she sounds angry, right, Jules? And the things that she said is and her boyfriend are like 10 times worse.
I'm gonna get my packet, my shit, sounds like I'm gonna get my walking papers. You know, Jen, I would have to do something, you know, or say something for that to happen. Yet again, you're always so fixated on the bee. You're so fixated on her, even when.
Okay, so I'm fixated on the bee. Jules, what do you think about that? As you commentate on me almost on a daily. And there are a few days, maybe a week that you don't. But it's awfully weird that Amzie is covering me every day and you are covering. And Amzie sounds angry. So are you going to re-commentate and point out what she's doing? And actually, here's what I'll do.
She's not even around. She came.
Okay. What I'm going to do is play just a few tidbits, Jules, of Amzie's live before I got really pissed off. Is that okay? Okay, Jules. This live is Jen's Wall O Dirty Femme Products, which I played a few inserts from it, where the lovely bride in training, which would be Amzie, is with her beautiful soon-to-be husband. They are the power couple. But here's the thing. Why would I be angry? Because I can't even play all this because it would disrespect mine. But she is going into very intimate things about my parenting, my mothering, about somebody eating me, my kitty cat area. And she's very angry. So this is why I got mad, because of things like this being said. And not just
This is the way that you say things, you know, Jen.
Thank you, Kasha.
And why don't you fucking crochet your mouth shut?
Okay. So, Jules, what if somebody said something that small to you? How would you feel? How would you feel? So you get mad because somebody wears a fat suit to make fun of you, yet it's okay for AMC to say the things that she says about me and make fun of me, and your whole panel making fun of me. I can't imagine why I would be mad. She dissected my family. She dissected my home. She just spoke about Clinton's son. But you don't want anybody talking about your family. This is why I was mad, Jules. And that's why you commentated off of me being angry. I was being angry because the words I'm playing here.
Did you say that you sometimes do crafts? You do that, or you maybe get a leather needle and leather sew your mouth shut. Something, bitch.
Does she sound like she's in a good mood? Sounds like she was angry and said a bunch of horrible, rotten things. You don't want my family being, she talks about my family, talks about my parenting, talks about my past. Like the brick incident, that didn't even have anything to do with that certain person. I didn't even do it. I was lying because I wanted to look cool. I told you, everybody lies. I'm taking accountability for it. I wish to God you would too. At least AMC apologizes. You don't. And the stuff that she's saying, she sounds very angry. So again, re-commentate off of this again after it was my words. AMC commentates off of me, and then you commentate off after her. I see when she goes live, and then when you guys come in, you get her all gassed up. She's an adult. She should, she needs to take accountability for what she's saying, but you guys aren't making it any. Now again, Jules, you didn't call out AMC for also being angry, but you called me out. Why would I be angry?
She looks like a sleep paralysis
She
demon.
looks
How
like
you go with the kids?
she like popped her eye
How do
or
you go
something,
with
and it's like
Having,
leaking.
being a mom.
She looks like she like Billie Eilish in that one video, and she got the black stuff like in her eye.
Oh my! Oh, I see that.
Her
Yeah.
pupil is so dark.
That's just a demon.
Modding for me. Why are my pupils too dark, AMC? Captain Genius? Because I have dark brown eyes. Jules, why would I be angry? Why would I go live and be angry? She has talked about my family. Why would I have went live and hit the live button? Why did I do that? Because of the things that are being said. And you know that because you were in there. Okay, so why else would I be angry? Because she's nitpicking. Just like in the beginning of me commentating on you, she's nitpicking at this point. Now, keep in mind all the other stuff that she said, and she was very angry. You know what I did today? I got up, I cleaned my living room, used my Swiffer,
Whoa!
wanted to pop so bad, but I kept myself busy, weighed myself,
Wanted a pop so bad.
set up some
Why don't you have
appointments.
one of those prebiotic pops, Jen? Pre-diet.
Now that's what I would call what you're doing, Jules. You nitpick, and now she's nitpicking. And where did most of this come from? Being called out? Your room. See, it's so weird that she is mad saying all this god-awful stuff with people and your mods that are in her chat, gassing her up. Then she's got her beautiful, soon-to-be wonderful, great-looking knight of armor, her Prince Charming, chiming in saying horrible stuff. And he actually sounds calm, mean, but calm. AMC sounds mad. Probably good I double commentated, but Jules, how do you feel when people talk about you or your family or your animals? She sounds angry, but this is okay. And you wonder why I got pissed?
Chloe. Like because you went
Like a
to
little
jail for
trophy
2
or
months and
something?
your dog was neglected and got a different home. Like you feel somehow you should rip her from that she's lived in for over 2 years now.
So, Jules, how would you feel? Chloe was never neglected. Chloe was never neglected. She never went to the pound. Vince would have taken her. The other person would have taken her. And that's okay. You think that's okay? And you wonder why I got angry?
Like, why don't you leave the senior dog a fucking alone? You've got 3 dogs. Like, it's sick. You're selfish.
Okay, Jules. That's pretty much all I have to play of AMC to prove that that's why I got mad and went live. So while you're dissecting me and making it look like you're not just targeting certain people, Kendra, me, George, other people, and AMC and Jules, you can take this any way that you want. Chloe is a senior dog. You're right. And had we had known what was going to happen, I would have had Chloe back. This isn't like some adoption where a child gets to go live with a parent for a year and they rip the child away. Chloe was 8 years old, very, very close to Mia, and never, ever, ever will I give up getting her. Or the other person can help pay for her vet bills. I had no idea what happened. And I think that, Jules, if something like that ever happened to you, and respectfully, AMC, how would you feel? Don't call me selfish. Chloe will always have a home. And she will always have an owner. And that is me. It was absolutely told it was a foster situation, both of you women. I never got her back. I've never heard a thing about her. That is cruel. And that's cruel to Mia. And AMC, you didn't agree with it. And Jules, you're wrong. So when you're hearing all of that, Jules, how would you feel if somebody talked about you? Obviously, you felt some sort of way because I mentioned you, didn't commentate. So stop trying to make it out like I'm the big, huge, rotten person when your friend, your mod, said things like that and was also angry. In fact, I'd say we both sounded angry, but I don't say those kind of things. She talked about my kids. I don't talk about her kids. You do. She does. You had somebody real life in your room. I don't care whether you paid for a cheesecake or not. It helped out with my child's things. Just saying. Just pointing something out. And since everybody is all about proving and everything, Jules, I am back over to you. I have commentated enough and given enough evidence on why I got angry. Now, explain.
I barely spoke on her yesterday. And I took my nighttime meds and fell asleep during AMC stream. I was barely there.
That's not true. I was watching AMC stream and you were coming in, not really sounding sleepy or anything like that, but you were commenting and saying not so nice, even though your friends and you were thick as thieves and you didn't have any idea. What I believe is when you got tired of being in there and getting AMC riled up, you went right back into your IG area and you went to sleep listening to this. Very well aware of what was going on. Just saying.
Camden, I don't know whose husband I did it with or who I didn't, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get into my life, because if I got into yours,
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like,
Okay, I don't know why I do that, but anyway.
There's that.
who do you all think you are? You don't know shit about me. And I don't know shit about half of you.
Very, very angry boner today.
Okay. So you get angry because somebody put on a fat suit and you feel like you were mocked, but it's okay for you to mock me and say that I have a penis, respectfully. Why was I angry? Because I played clips of AMC. And you're commentating and putting me down and making fun of me, saying that I have a boner, but then you got angry because somebody put on a fat suit. Okay, just saying.
The one that let loose on the internet with your information, yeah, but a shame on us for watching it. Hey, you got a call, you got shout out. You're known as the don't you can't spell, and I think she tried to make you sound like a hillbilly or something.
But to be honest with you, Terry Time says that she's a hillbilly. She owns it, but she can spell. Why are you insinuating that people that can't spell are hillbillies? Did I say that? Are you lying on me or are you commentating? Is that your opinion? Show me a place where I said that all people that can't spell are hillbillies without trying to make other people that, and there's no problem with it. Show me where I said that. Why have to explain fly strips and maxi pads from years ago? Show me a clip where I said people that can't spell are hillbillies. I never said that. That's a lie.
Hey, you got a call, you got shout out. You're known as the don't you can't spell, and I think she tried to make you sound like a hillbilly or something.
Nope.
Could you confirm this, though, the pink hair fucking freak? Jessica called me and she needed, thank you. So who cares if she ordered a pizza for you? You know why? Because you called her Methica. Who the hell wants to?
What are you talking about? Nobody was even talking about Jessica until she started sending the pizzas.
That would be Jessica Chastain-ish. So you're the one that's, well, you just brought it up, though, months back about the address thing. I said, she said that she was at the police station. You say horrible, rotten things. You call me Genevieve on crack. Your horrible things that people say in the chat. You called her Methica. It's a cause and effect.
That's where it started.
Oh.
Wrong answer. Wrong answer.
To be called Methica. You don't want to get accused of tripping and falling on your soap. So why do you think Jessica ordered a pizza for you? Wasn't it the best thing to do? No.
No, it wasn't.
And there you are once again admitting that you gave out my address for somebody to do something like that.
But it wasn't that. What I said was, and I also said that in my live, was I believe that she was at the police station. And if you go look at the chat, Jessica is in there confirming what I said, Jessica Chastain-ish. I didn't give her your address because of a pizza. I didn't start the Pizzagate. I received pizzas, a lot of them, but I didn't start it. You knew my address when I got out of jail, and you allowed somebody else to make a comment about it, and you said you didn't agree, but you knew my address for 2 weeks. What was your intent? You showed the inside of my home. You didn't just admit it, you showed it. where I got married. Playing people's foyas. Why don't you admit that? I don't know how much proof else I can give you, Jules. I don't know what you're preparing yourself for, but leave me out of it. Leave me out of it, please. It's awfully weird that You Wish said something about two creators trying to obtain an order. I don't really know what that meant because I don't know. Maybe they were talking out their butt. I don't know, Jules. Okay, somebody in the chat. Oh, that would be You Wish. The person who says the rotten, horrible, disgusting, lying, filthy things. Says she absolutely needs Jules and others to talk about. Okay, Jules, since you want to be fair and everything. Jules, you're talking about me. I didn't cover you for 4 years. I didn't show the inside of your apartment. Don't show your family. I don't need you in my life. I need you to stop doing the real life stuff because you creep me out, in my opinion. That's why people get angry and they say things because you gaslight them, in my opinion. You sit back and you watch all the shit storms going on. Just like Regina George in the movie Mean Girl, you just sit there while all the chaos goes around. Stop deflecting while all of us are trying to get our crap together and take accountability. While you do nothing but talk about other people. I don't need you in my life. And many of times, years in the making. I have asked you to leave me alone. Stop doing things to fit narratives. Like what happened when I first got out. It's not who I am now. It's not what I'm doing. And I think what you're trying to do is make it out like you're being so calm. And I can hear you like rolling your fingers because you're so annoyed. But what you're not seeing is the big picture, which is your chat and the people that you associate with. If anything, it just makes you look worse and you not saying things with your whole chest.
Did she throw the crafts out the window?
No, I put them in my closet because people like you who showed my home, who look at the smallest little itty bitty things and thinks because I say something personal that gives you a right to go further into my life and find more personal things. Is that okay? No, it's not. It's not your business. In my opinion.
I'm trying to find the Methica clip.
You can do that, Jules, but all it's going to come back to is you deeming that girl a meth head. Just like you say that I do drugs. I don't think that you understand in the past couple months how bad your channel has gotten and the people in your chat. I don't understand. I really, really don't. And that makes me a little bit worried for you. I mean, go ahead. Play Jessica at her worst. But see, just now, you're calling her Mecca. And you wonder why people feel some sort of way, or maybe go to your police station, or maybe the flyers with Bambi. Why? Because you say things like this and you allow your chat to gaslight people. That is who you are. I'm just saying. And that's really all that I'm going to play, Jules, because you are the only person that spends 2 hours commentating on everything down to a fly strip or anything like that. Show me where my chat has threatened you. Without nitpicking, show me where my chat has done and doxed and said all the stuff that y'all do. I never showed the inside of your apartment building, other than a few comments being thrown. You and I made peace, number one. I modded for you, number two. You were not happy with the way that I went to jail, number three. You have stated many of times in the past couple of years that I was not well. You don't get to fit your narrative and make it out like other people are coming at you when you're not doing anything. But in a sense, you're doing I think we'll call it the Regina George theory. My life, just because I mentioned your name, which in Maria's room, I get mentioned. I'm not going to attack Maria for mentioning my name. So many freaking lives have been played where you've got my name in your mouth. You just had to wait for a reason for me to just barely say your name, or maybe a few times I will say that I brought you up. And that's how thirsty you are to bring me up all the time. Hold on. You okay, buddy? Are you winning the game? All right, I'm almost done. Sorry. Stupid lip gloss. So I guess in hindsight, the reason that I sounded angry was because of what AMC said, which I should prove. You're not always telling the truth about things. So I commentated and said what I needed to say. And like I said, it's all for advertisement purposes. So anything that you are bringing up from my past, just remember in October of 2023, we were good. So anything prior to that is nothing. That's the kind of stuff that they say. If you were to, the legal thing, which I always said I was going to go legal and you always laugh, but I'm just saying. I'm just presenting and commentating and playing your words. I just don't want to go through the whole thing. But in hindsight, that's why I got angry. You guys have a really good night. I will catch you on the Vertical Live.